Hello everybody, this is Bay Jose, or Bailey, and today I just wanted to show you what I've been working on. So recently, I haven't been taking a break, I just have been putting a lot of work into this 3D engine system that I've been making, and I haven't uploaded anything, and I'm sorry. A couple days ago, some of you saw a little preview of a 3D graphing program, and this is just an extension of that. I've rewritten this engine, I think, 5 times, and each time I've tried to make it a little bit better. Like initially you couldn't like rotate the objects in 3D space, and then the translations were messed up, and then collisions weren't working, but now I think I have everything kind of ironed out, and I'd like to show you what I've been working on. So the main goal of this project is to make an IDE which will allow people to make their own games. And it uses a tile sheet that is specific to the project that you're working on. I just happen to be using a Minecraft texture sheet here, but you can use anything. You can have an artist make a tile sheet, and it will divide it up into individual sprites based on what you specify. So each one of these tiles down here is 32 pixels by 32 pixels. So that's what I have defined as a sprite, and it automatically detects how many sprites make up a sprite sheet, and you can use the scroll wheel while inside of this little window down here to scroll through. I don't have any indication of what you're actually using to draw with, but you can click on anything. Like I just clicked on this lime transparent sort of tile, and then you can draw with it. So yeah, um, I am going to just make a little dirt square with glowstone around it, and then I'll show you it in three-dimensional space, because right now this isn't 3D. This is just a 2D viewer, which will allow you to view your project in an efficiently rendered way. My 3D viewer isn't very efficient, which is why I have it separate. So I'm going to, over on the side here, I have this file tree. You can right-click to switch between projects. Like this here is a project that has a really big world. You can move around the world with WASD. As you can see, I haven't filled in most of the tiles. Um, this is another one, which is a bit smaller, and this is the one that we were working on initially. And you can see that it looks different now. That's because I have these layer systems. You can double click on a layer to disable it or enable it, and that little blue check indicates whether it's on or not. So I'm just going to stop talking, and I'm going to show you the 3D. So if I press 1, you can see this red and blue sort of square checkerboard pattern, much like on the 3D graphing video. However, I press 4, it will texture it with whatever we have defined right here. So this is what we currently have defined. That is what is rendered. And just to prove that this is 3D space, I'm going to pause the video real quick, and I'm going to turn rotation on. So right now these are not rotating at all, but I'm going to turn rotation on, and then you'll see just how 3D it is. So I'll be right back. Okay, so it seems to be recording right now, and this is the 3D viewer, or no, this is the 2D viewer, sorry. And now if we switch over to the 3D mode, you can see that the shapes are rotating in full three-dimensional space. And I don't have the textures being allocated correctly right now, so if I press 4, you can see that they are still textured. However, they're not really filling the boxes all that well. I just have to have them rotated and transformed correctly. But yeah, this is my project that I've started to work on. These just happen to be two-dimensional quads, but I can also represent 3D objects in this space as well. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. You know what, just for fun, I'm going to change them to be 3D cubes instead of quads real quick, and then I'm going to come back for the ending of this video. So be right back. Okay, so yeah, this is the shape. Every time it will reset and turn all the layers on by default, but I'm not going to use all the layers. I'm just going to use this first layer. So now check this out. You can see we got some cubes here. And if I press 4, they should each be textured sort of decently. But as you can tell, this is still just an early prototype. It's going to get better over time. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited for the potential that this engine has. You can really make your own 3D games, and the way that I've sort of designed it, you can put warps to anyone else's game even. So just the way that the resources are saved and handled. Um, if you have a player that looks a certain way and you want to warp into someone else's game, it will, preserve the resources, but then load theirs in addition to yours. And yeah, you can actually sort of like transfer things from one game to another. So if someone made like a cowboy game and you had like a spaceship kind of game and you had like a spacesuit guy as your player, you could actually bring your character into their game just with a warp between games. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I'm gonna get to work on fixing all these little bugs, and hope to see you next time.